Hello and welcome to Saturday Night with J3, where we have an extreme fetish for gas masks and shovels. All right. Today we are going to be joined by Godzilla. So if you would come on up.
You're gay.
Uh-huh. All right. So, let's see. How do you feel about L Boot not committing die?
Is there a wrong answer?
Depends on who's watching.
Well, I am happy that they lived.
Yeah.
But also, for some reason, I knew it. You know, I'm not here to be like the person who always says, "Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I knew that would happen." You know, but
yeah,
there was a thought in me, or like in my brain, that was like, what if they faked it?
That wasn't. Yeah, for some people, I'm not gonna say who because I don't know, but like some people, including me and you, like it just sounded a bit. What is the word?
Fishy, sketchy.
Not necessarily fishy. Like, of course, it's gonna be a bit of an issue if like it's gonna be extremely bad if someone who's gonna commit suicide, but it just feels a bit sudden.
Or yeah. I
I
can see where you're getting, because everybody, like I met them a few days ago. They seemed perfectly fine to me. You would never really even realize that it was something wrong with them. You know?
Yeah.
Until it happened. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't feel emotions like other people. So I did not cry. I didn't mourn for their death.
If I'm understanding where you're coming from, you necessarily what is the word? Move on quicker than others would.
Yeah.
Like say, I don't fucking know. Your dog dies. Sure, it's gonna, you're gonna feel like shit.
You couldn't really do anything to fix that.
Yeah, it's what it is, and
it's your life
can't
now.
really do anything about it. Yeah, but let's move on from such a sad and very sensitive topic. Let's see. How do you feel about the what is it? How do you feel about the infantry test today? Or how do you feel about it in general? Because there are some opinions. I'm not going to point fingers, Pancake. How do you feel about how they use it? Like how they changed it from answering a few questions to full on just putting it into action,
To be honest, I don't really get it. I don't get it at all, actually. I think it would be way better if, you were set on teams. And then Fallen would, pair up with other branch commanders. Actually, the whole infantry division takes turns, all right? Like a 4-man squad. And then all of us branch commanders, all right, could be on the other team with Fallen. What the infantry has to do is have to use all of their skills that they learned from from Fallen's teachings, like communication during combat, how to aim a rifle, because some people don't. Pancake. And
well, he's a flamer, so can you really blame him?
Yeah, I can't really.
Yeah, but I can see what you mean. Like,
yeah,
I feel like putting a squad would enhance more of their abilities. So like, let's say, I don't fucking know. The test had a certain theme to it. You're a single fucking Kriegsman against thousands of fucking Tyranids. That's no, it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
because the space bugs. Anyway, so let's see. How do you how do you feel about the fertility and famine cycle? How do you feel about that?
Well, my division's dead. Either like fertility or famine. It's just
Famine.
dead.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like I
feel
don't
like
want to like demote my own division, but if you look at the statistics,
yeah.
yes,
I
and
feel well.
yeah,
I can't say.
but I am
Yeah.
planning to get more members. That's what I hear. So
Yeah.
that's actually really good.
Right. You, divisions like you know what? I'm not going to point out divisions because I feel that would be pointing unnecessary fingers, and that wouldn't be necessary. But different divisions are being, they're being
Becoming
stripped of all their
obsolete.
members. Essentially, yes, they're losing what they once had. But if the infantry or the people in infantry play their cards right or pick a good choice, then there can be a chance to, bring them back up to what they once were. However, I feel like, the armored, you can't exactly have like 80,000 tanks. You gotta have some good foot soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Speaking of divisions, actually, what is your opinion on the Death Riders, and the people that are wanting to take on that responsibility of becoming the Death Riders commander?
One word. Actually, no, a few. Horoscope.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. But anyway, we did actually, get a few, a few bit of info that some people, were wanting to, take on the challenge of being the commander of that because the Death Riders have been in the they've been on the table, but they haven't been on the field. So yeah.
I would like to talk about that just for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever it is that's taking on the responsibility to become branch commander, I will say what Kermit, or what used to be Lord Flamer Kermit, once said to me. Why? It's hard. It's being a branch commander puts a lot of responsibility. So if you really think you could do it, go ahead, try. I'm like, you could succeed. Well, actually,
Yeah.
you gotta be prepared.
For many things. I feel like for vehicle related or force related things in this scenario, being a branch commander in general, how much stress does that necessarily put upon? Like, with like many of the things that requires, like, how do you like handle your trainings? How would you handle if like all of your men are inactive and shit like that?
Well, how much stress it is just trying to make it to a training that which I scheduled is really stressful. If I don't make it, oh no, just oh no.
Yeah.
I'm even like a minute late. Oh no, you know. How do I handle my men? Um, So yeah,
Um,
I do not put a lot of not responsibility. I'm like one of those good teachers at schools. You know,
yeah,
they kids want to be in there. Kids want to be in that class, but kids don't really learn as fast. You know,
yeah.
but
I feel
mm,
like, if you're able to command your voice without too much issue, however, it takes a bit more time. It works, but it doesn't work as quickly as the other
yeah,
divisions would. Because, like, if you were to rule your division with nothing but an iron fist and no, like letting no excuses in, your division is gonna, or your barracks are gonna be dead and collecting dust. However, if you let yourself just not really give a shit about your men, what exactly are you even trying to accomplish, with the people you've been assigned each?
yeah. I honestly always think to myself, I was branch commander of the Grenadier Division or sub branch commander. And there was quite a bit of people, and I actually did pretty well for branch commander in there. So I keep thinking, maybe if I had more people, I could be a better branch commander than I am. Um, or maybe more like a branch commander, not a friend.
Yeah, so I feel like a branch commander is more or less of an. It's like trying to paint or trying to cut out a nice even circle in glass. You can't be so hard on the glass that it will shatter, but you can't be so soft with the knife that it won't even make a scratch. That's what I feel like being a branch commander is. It's like a fine thread. You can't just slice through it, otherwise you ain't gonna have shit to offer. But I'd say that's enough of this topic. Hmm, actually,
What about
could
the
we?
new the what is it? The server that wishes to collab with us.
Oh, yes, yes. I believe they were called the Emperor Spears, and they haven't necessarily, the leader of them and Vertigo have not called a time and um place to talk, but they are trying to figure that out for now. Um, hmm. Yes. Actually, uh, eh, whatever. How do you feel about the? Wait, I think I already did. I already? Yeah, whatever. Fuck. How do you feel about the like? Do you feel happy, like, or excited when like the test day comes because like you may get more people?
I mean, like meeting their higher up in there or
Hmm.
leader makes me really like him first contact. And it yes, I do feel happy if they do join, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
feel sad or depressed or start to
yeah.
mourn about them not being able to.
Of course, of course. Like, if someone say were to, you know, pass, sure, you're gonna feel like if you're gonna feel good that they made it, but you're not gonna, if like they choose like the Grenadiers or anything and not the division you selected lead, not gonna be like, oh shit, this guy didn't join. No, I'm saying it's just what it is.
Yeah. Also, I would just like to say I would like them to join, and I would like to say this one last thing. Here's a message to Vertigo. Can we keep them, please? Please, Vertigo, can we keep them? Thank you.
What we keep?
Okay. All right, well,
Can
we're
we
already
keep-
over here, so take a seat, my friend. Okay, we're already doing this. There's a
You fucking turn on
Yes.
the. Oh,
Paul
yeah, right.
Chairs
Isn't
is
this
over here.
Oh,
Yeah,
we go.
yeah. Just
I'm
like,
here now.
yeah.
Whoops.
All right, Vertigo. For context, he is asking if we can keep the Emperor Spears.
Please,
Yeah, I mean,
please.
it depends. Why are you so happy about it? What is it that they have said?
Their leader seems
What did they
nice.
state? The leader seems nice. Have you met their
Yes.
leader directly?
Kind of higher upper leader. Kind of forgot. But-
Okay. Regardless of the fact, okay, listen. I understand. People are nice. But there's a little bit more than just, respectability and, actual ethics. That's the word. Ethics and respectability is one thing. Actual worth and, other things like that are another. You can be the most nicest person ever, but if you're not doing anything, if you're not showing me exactly what you can do, then what worth are you on? What is the worth of a man if he does not fight?
That makes perfect sense.
Actually,
That it's cool to be
Vertigo.
honest,
If I
that
may
I'm
ask, what was the primary purpose of you creating the new Death Corps of Krieg?
What
Was
the
it
new
like
the
to
new
whittle
server?
out? Yes. Was it like to whittle out, inactive players, or
It is. You just summed it up right there. Nothing more to add other than it is simply there to shed the old skin of the Death Calls of Krieg and to gather. We have 100 and now maybe 40. Minus 2 of the other Primarchs that have entered to simply watch our growth. And we have a lot of active members. Many.
so Vertigo? This is more of just a question. Whatever. How does it feel to be on the couch and not on the main chair? Because I do remember you used to use this world as a Death Corps of Krieg talk show.
Sorry, I thought that was funny.
Doesn't feel it's not different. It's still on the chair. I'm
Yeah.
still smoking
Yeah.
the cigar.
You still got the gun.
I still have the gun in case this one says anything stupid. Oh yes, and because he's on PC, fucking thing actually fires.
Yay! All right.
I thought that was a
Well,
Nerf
yeah.
gun.
Let's see.
Like right now.
And he's not a
Yeah.
fucking Goomba. Okay. But let's see. What else? Do you, feel like do you wish to help in the creation of any other guardsmen regiments, or are you happy just chilling with the Krieg?
As I am technically I'm technically not this yet because there's no other guardsman server, but I am technically
Lord.
the High Lord General Militant of the Astra Militarum, so I'm going to have to be the direct creation with the. Of course, the Krieg is my home, and the Krieg will be my nest of sorts. And that'll most definitely make the Guardsmen rather jealous of the fact that I kind of prefer the Krieg over the others. But,
A good old-fashioned favoritism case. I understand. Anyway.
I'm going to be completely honest. It is the Krieg from which I was grown and which I was reborn from my arrogant self in my past. There's no way in hell that I'm going to look at the Krieg the same way, or look at the Cadians if I create them, when I create them, the same way that I look at the Krieg. It's just not going to happen. I am going to be the direct cause of its creation and the person that is put as Lord General. So yeah.
I just tried my fucking coffee. Okay, like I said, do you have any like guardsmen you first want to create, like the Cadians, other guardsmen, Catachan, jungle fighters? Like, what you want to primarily start with, like creating?
Well, I primarily do not exactly like to start off with the most popular. The most popular I already know, the Cadians.
Yeah, yes.
The Cadians are most popular and will most likely probably get the most members simply because they look just the slightest bit more to something familiar to the public and unknowing eye, as most of the others, such as the Valhallan soldiers and the Iron Warriors, are these are the Guardsmen factions that I would like to see implemented first before I implement the Cadians. So before the Cadians, I will probably fucks up with my hand. Before the Cadians, I will most likely implement the Sand Raiders first. I enjoy the Sand Raiders. They seem a little bit more. They're more like Taliban looking in their looks, I suppose. Wearing turbans and whatnot. The more with this, what's the word? ISIS is not exactly the word. What is exactly the word for that look? The turbans and the sound gear and whatnot. What is that called?
Arabians.
Yes, Arabic. That's fucking hell. Yes, it looks a little bit more Arabic based simply because it's they live in a desert planet of some sort that was wiped out by a virus bomb and whatnot. Their designs, their weapons, their vehicles, I just enjoy desert fighting. It's long range, it's long, it's grueling, it's painful, it's hot, it's fucking terrible, and it's the cruelty that makes the masses of this certain faction of Gosm that makes it so appealing to me to start first.
And builds character, basically.
Yes.
Let's see. How do you feel that, like, speaking of, like, the whole 40k server, how do you feel that will, like, what do you, like, think of it since it's originally stemmed from an Astra Militarum server? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
Okay. When the idea was first presented over to me,
Fucking
it
despise
seemed... Exactly. It was fucking unnecessary. But I don't know.
As you gave it thought, it seemed more
I
reasonable.
gave it thought. Fucking hell. It was the Reaper that used fucking charm and him being my father and whatnot. Curse the bloody Reaper and his wisdom, but at the same time bless it and let it watch over to everyone. But fucking hell, it seems even now a little bit unnecessary. And this was before I even thought about collabing with Astartes. Fucking hell. You go ahead and you asked me the same thing before we started this community, whether or not I was going to collab with any Astartes. And I would say, fuck no. Absolutely not. One of those prissy, bastards.
Yeah, fun fact. I decided to head over like a fucking what was it? I think it was new. No, I decided to head over to the new Warhammer PvP place. And what the fuck do I see? But if you what was it? I believe it was Grey Knights, I believe. Yeah, they were they had some interesting things to say about the Guardsmen.
Right. Even in our own community. Even our own community. I don't mean to knock you off. I don't mean to. We're not focusing on that now. But I just wanted to fucking say this one bit before we move on. This is one fucking cunt. I already sound like a bloke.
You sound drunk. There's this one cunt.
Okay, cut that out. Doesn't sound like an instant. We're gonna go ahead and move on from that topic.
Man.
No, shut the fuck up.
I'm the editor. I have all the fucking power.
Fuck you. Moving on from the topic, so I don't talk shit about studies anymore.
But let's see. I don't think I didn't ask you this, but what are your like? How did? Well, fuck. What the fuck am I saying again? I don't fucking know.
Oh, I bet you're gonna edit that out, don't you?
Maybe not.
Fuck it.
Anyway, like I said, we're wasting a bit of time. But okay, how do you like? What did? Okay, fuck. Like, how did you like perceive? Actually, has there been a test day since we had the Mark Ones?
A test day. You mean?
Yeah, where we
test
test
that the infant
the
takes
Krieg. Yes.
Well, yes and no.
Uh-huh.
During the age of degradation, no. After the age of after I became Scout Branch Commander, that is when I started implementing that. Because I didn't trust the Krieg because it was just so fucking goofy. Look at the infantry now, for fuck's sake. I leave Fallen for with that file, and it's just kind of dwindled from what I've saw. I know Reaper has other things to worry about. I mean, he's searching for a successor now. But Reaper used to be badass. I know that he has the strength to fucking set these people straight. During the fucking graduation earlier today, bloody hell, had to yell at someone after the fucking the graduation, because he kept getting on a line and kept talking during this respectable, honorable event that is supposed to congratulate individuals in taking another step into greatness, into legend, into warriors that are respected and saluted. And this person bears not only them, but others, bear the audacity to do such thing. It is something that I do not find funny. And though I may have joked a little bit in the beginning, as soon as they were starting to step up, as soon as it started, I shutted my mouth and allowed Reaper to spill out his speech as he was beginning to bring people into the division. Graduate.
Yeah. I believe that would be good for tonight. This is Saturday Night with J3. I have been joined by Godzilla and Vertigo to Fallen. Have a good night, and don't shove shovels up your ass. It's bad.